Hi there, I'm Angella Sharpe, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Did you happen to watch the Grammys? I actually had it on, but I had it on kind of in the background, and I would pay attention to songs or people I either know or like. So it was kind of there in the background, so I was kind of watching it, but it was definitely a historic night for women in music. Beyonce first tied and then set a new record for the most Grammy Awards ever won by any female artist or male singer or female singer, which is pretty cool. And it's verbally kind of weird and jarbled that way because there is a conductor that has more Grammys than her. And Quincy Jones is tied with her, but you know, that spans over producing and everything else that he's done. So pretty impressive though still nonetheless. And if you give her a few more years, she'll probably beat everybody. She actually took home awards last night for Best R&B Performance for Black Parade and for Best Rap Performance with Megan Thee Stallion, who also took home Best New Artist Award, and in my opinion was probably the best dress. I mean, that orange dress right there is freaking amazing. I love the color orange anyway. It looked great on her. Plus she has that huge slit up the side and like the wings that kind of span up the back. I thought that was pretty cool. Taylor Swift became the first woman to win Album of the Year 3 times, which is awesome, and her took home Song of the Year for I Can't Breathe. If you were actually paying a lot of attention, John Mayer was actually there, but he's now become Maren Morris's backup singer. Well, at least he was last night. And I didn't realize that we hated John Mayer, so I had to do like a deep dive to figure out why everybody hated John Mayer. I was never like a huge John Mayer fan when he was like in the heart of his popularity. I knew like maybe 1 or 2 songs. I never really paid attention to him until he started playing Grateful Dead kind of gigs. He was playing for them for a while, and I realized he was a great guitarist, so I was really surprised the internet hates him, but the internet hates him. So if you want to do a deep dive in that, there's some valid reasons for hating him, and there's also just Taylor Swift Swifties who hate him because I guess they dated and she doesn't like him anymore. By the way, I want to be so popular one day that I can decide I hate somebody and then like the whole internet agrees with me. So maybe someday. You know what? Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. The city of St. Louis is just one of 6 cities chosen to be a stimulus command center for President Biden's $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan. St. Louis was chosen based on its response to the pandemic and effective use of prior relief dollars. The command centers will help develop strategies for maximizing federal investment and optimizing recovery. St. Louis City is expected to receive around $500 million in assistance from the rescue plan, and Mayor Cruzen has already begun developing preliminary framework for investing the funding in the community. You can read more about the plan under the News tab at stlouis-mo.gov. Now, this Saturday is the official start of spring, and if cabin fever has been getting the best of you, and let's face it, this whole year has gotten the best of all of us, don't worry. I have a lot of great things you can get out of the house and have some fun, much needed fun. Starting right away, for all you thrill seekers, this weekend is opening weekend at Six Flags St. Louis. They're kicking off their 50th season. Yeah, I said 50th, with spring break festivities featuring a socially distanced entertainment zone with a DJ, bubble dance party, games, giveaways, and more. There's actually something exciting going on at Six Flags. So for all the information and fun stuff you can do for park hours, all the special March spring break days, and to plan your visit, go to sixflags.com/St. Louis. MileGarden, Missouri's first food truck garden, is back for the 2021 season. 7 days a week, you can find the best and most loved food trucks in the region, serving up lunch and dinner at the Garden in Afton. The canteen is also open daily from 11 to 11. The Modern Draft House offers a wide variety of drinks and has all kinds of different games you can play for free. And it's not just food and drinks. Every night they're doing something a little different at the garden. There's trivia and live music, live comedy, movie nights, and artisan markets. You can find out what's happening day to day by following them on social media at 9milegarden.com. Of course, the City Garden is also a great place to visit on a beautiful spring day. The 2-block oasis sits in the heart of downtown's Gateway Mall, and it's free and open to the public all year round. It's also home to a video wall with a series of nature shorts will be screened later this spring and early summer. Now, if you're a local filmmaker, there is still time to submit your own short work with nature as the key element for the 7th edition of Cinema at City Garden, presented by Cinema St. Louis and the Gateway Foundation. In addition to being featured during the program, the top 3 entries will also win cash prizes. The deadline to enter is Friday, April 5th, and you can find out all the details and submit your entry online at cinemastlouis.org/cinemacitygarden. This weekend, the Riverboats at the Gateway Arch are calling all St. Louisans to team up and meet up to clean up the St. Louis riverfront at the River Cleanup and Dock Bash. Now, they've partnered with several great organizations to help host the cleanup event. Volunteers will receive swag from Great Rivers Greenway, Living Lands and Waters, Series 6 apparel, and vouchers for a riverfront cruise. I mean, that's a lot of good stuff, plus you get to do a good deed. Now, after the cleaning up is all done, you're invited to stick around and relax on the riverboat dock with live music, food trucks, and drink specials. The riverfront cleanup will take place Saturday, March 20th from 10 to 1 p.m. and the dock bash will run from 11 to 4. To learn more and to sign up for a 1-hour shift, visit gatewayarch.com/riverboats. You know, I love those riverboats, so you gotta check that out for sure. Now, my all-time favorite outdoor activity in St. Louis, all-time favorite, is the Muny. I used to go to the Muny all the time with my papa, my grandfather, and he's been gone for about 20 years, but I still make sure I go to 1 or 2 shows every year. It makes me think of him and it makes me happy. Plus, I love musicals. Now, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but their plaza is home to hundreds of inscribed bricks. This is awesome. I think this is so cool. I just found out about this and I'm very excited. It's a great way to honor your family or friends and to celebrate your time at the Muny. Now, if this is something you've been thinking about, this is the perfect time to place your order. If you order by March 29th, there will still be time to have it placed ahead of this year's season. So just look under the support tab at muny.org. Sorry, I get a little choked up talking about the Muny. It just makes me so happy and reminds me of my grandfather. Now, the Muny's 103rd season is set to open this July and run through September. Hopefully, we'll get getting back to normal by then. Fingers crossed, I'm not sure. Hopefully, because I gotta tell you, I cannot wait to go back to see the Muny in Forest Park. Now, maybe there's a good sign that things are starting to get back to normal. The City Museum has expanded its hours, and once again, it's open 7 days a week, and the rooftop is also open again. According to an article in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, Circus Harmony performers at Art City will also be returning to the museum for the first time since everything shut down a year ago. That's pretty great. To learn more and plan your next visit, you can go to citymuseum.org. And speaking of Circus Harmony, they're actually serving up one of the most appetizing and amusing projects yet, the Circus Harmony cookbook and show. This online cookbook will feature over 40 recipes, and each one will be paired with an exciting circus act, which is so interesting. The cookbook is available for free this Tuesday, March 16th, the 1-year anniversary of the St. Louis COVID shutdown. This will also be a fundraiser for Circus Harmony, so if you're able to donate, please consider making a donation. When you access the recipe or watch an act, you can actually learn more about the cookbook and all the amazing things that the organization does at circusharmony.org. Now, the next time you're at IKEA, you have to keep an eye out for this new design that originated right here in the St. Louis area. I'm talking about this adorable plush bird. How cool is this? This right here was designed by an 11-year-old boy from Collinsville. It's so cute, named Nick. Now, he was one of just 5 kids from around the world to win this year's IKEA soft toy drawing competition. He's also the first American to win since 2017. That's huge right there. Now, the winning drawings will be brought to life and available for purchase in stores later this year. 100% of the proceeds will support local initiatives that promote children's right to play. I love that, and I think that's an adorable little doll. Now, Nick's bird reminds a lot of people of the dodo bird, which sadly went extinct in the 17th century. Thankfully, we're looking at a brighter future for the 3 endangered species, highlighted in a new film that just opened at the St. Louis Science Center Omnimax Theater, Back from the Brink. It's a true story that takes viewers on a remarkable, heartfelt adventure to save endangered species around the world. Take a look.
All around the world, entire species of animals are vanishing. But it's not too late to save them. This is the story of 3 remarkable successes. Of animals brought back from the brink of extinction. Off the coast of California, the tiny Channel Island fox. In the mountains of southwestern China, the Yunnan golden monkey. And on tropical Christmas Island, the famous red crab. Now experience the powerful true story of how we came together to save these animals and their habitats. Join us for a journey of discovery, innovation, and success. From the Brink, Saved from Extinction. With narration by Claire Danes. In IMAX.
Back from the Brink is now playing at the Science Center's Omnimax Theater. For tickets and more information, visit slsc.org. Now, of course, the time change was this weekend. Hopefully, you remembered to set your clock ahead an hour. And by now, it's Monday. You're probably getting used to that hour difference. It's all worth it because we get an extra hour of daylight. Trust me, it is. But did you remember to replace the batteries in your smoke detector? That's super important. And I always knew it was important, but I got to go join the St. Louis Fire Department in a controlled live burn. So of course I wasn't in any real danger, but I got to go and experience how hot it was. You know what? Just take a look at this. How long have you been being a firefighter?
Right, so last month, September the 13th, I celebrated my 20th anniversary. So I've been doing it for 20 years. I have been blessed to be the spokesperson for the department. It'll be nearly 6 years here coming soon. And it is just an honor to be able to represent the group of women and men that put the uniform on a daily basis, and it's really a selfless work that we do, you know, and I get the job, I'm handed a gigantic spotlight, and I just get to turn it to where people are doing phenomenal things, and, you know, we're a great department. I'm biased, but I am so proud of our folks, and it's a privilege to do what I do and to work and serve the citizens of this city.
You say 30 seconds, huh?
All right, everybody, take your right hand and
That was an experience, you guys. Fire scares me anyway, but being in there, you can't see anything. There's just fire, and it's hot, and you can't see anything. Very nice of the St. Louis Fire Department to take us in and show us how quickly a fire can spread like that. So, it just takes a few seconds to check your smoke detector. Make sure you have a plan with your family on how you're going to get out of those environments. You never know when something like that can happen, so it's no harm in making a plan, and hopefully you never have to lose it. I know Travis, the photographer, and myself were both in there. Definitely different. I always had respect for fire officers, but now even more so.
There's two things I very much remember from doing that. One was, it was very awesome, so thank you to the St. Louis Fire Department for letting me go there. But how quickly everything fills up with smoke and how you can't really find your way out and how hot everything gets. In fact, in my trunk of my car, I still have one of the melted smoke detectors. Smoke detectors come in very handy. In fact, the reason it's still in the trunk of my car is because every once in a while, it just beeps. So just make sure, you have a plan, like I said, to get out of those situations. Now, after you have changed your batteries in your smoke detector, make sure you check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can always drop us a line right here at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it right for now for the Daily Mix, but keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.